statistical standpoint, it's not like if you go back to Ancient, Fnatic had never played Ancient, right? And so Mad Lions were obviously the heavy favorites. Heading into Inferno, yes, we know how damn good Fnatic can be, especially in the T side, but Mad Lions, they're comfortable playing this map. They have a pretty decent win record. They played quite often as well. But then again, Fnatic have just impressed me so much with some of these explode hits they have, especially towards the A side with Brolan and Mezzy leading the charge. And here we go. The fast hit coming in towards A. No one in the pit though, but full CTs lie in wait. And it's going to be JL making contact. They walk into the blender vents and it's just one man alive. Brolan left in the 1 versus 3 in a blink of an eye.
Well, holy, this round looks like it's over, and indeed it is. TMB with the Julies, with a bit of BM on top of it. Love to see that. And yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. They didn't play a player in pit, which often many teams will in these stacks. 2 on the site instead, and then 1 from the back of the library. They had this incredible crossfire that had been put down, and not for the first time. Fnatic just run into the gauntlet. Mad Lions. Any kind of doubts that we had about whether they'd be able to get their heads back clear again, well, that's just been put to the side. They look great there. They're really sharp.
Yeah, and I guess Fnatic weren't really expecting the bit of a stack over there. They really didn't show any presence towards top brackets, and Fnatic were probably like, all right, just going to be going for default holds. But then great work coming in from CTs there, especially JL finding a double. Almost the team ace. Saucel, unfortunately, not able to join the party in time, but yeah, a couple of constellation kills coming in from Smooya, but that's about it. And look at the amount of banana pressure being exerted by Saucel and TMB. They pushed the bottom of banana. They have a smoke in play as well. At Fnatic, they can slow things down. They have a lot of utility to work with. Crims getting a little adventurous, and you can see Waro2k as well walking up through the smoke. So this is a lot of pressure being exerted by Mad Lions against the Pistols, having bracket control and banana as Saucel gets overwhelmed. The nade's going to be lobbed in. Doesn't find anyone. Brolan so lucky to stay alive on 2 points of health, but here they come pressuring the B-bomb side.
TMB with 1 does get traded out, but now Waro2k through the smoke gets 2 and a third as well. The M4A1S standing tall and delivering. And Crims, who was still down at the bottom side of banana with control of the bomb, maybe anticipating a flank was going to come in quickly, is now the last remaining proponent element. Now, if he does hold this position for a while, and he does have a bit of time to play with, albeit not that much, maybe one of Mad Lions does go for a rotation. He can carve a path through one of the heads. And then perhaps a bomb plant could follow. 20 seconds left. He's going to start to go in for this peak. We do know Crims has a very solid deagle, but he misses out. And Waro2k secures his 4 kills in the round.
The Dust did mention that they need to see Waro2k really shut it down on the CT side with the AWP, but right now he's doing everything. M4A1. This round got very, very scary, Benz, and he went for the play through the smoke, catching the timing and finding all 4 players. And for Fnatic, they did a pretty good job getting some of those kills and great spacing as well to enable the trades, but down a couple of rounds. Still very early days. You all know what they can do on the buy rounds. And for Mad Lions, this is a round where they try to keep everyone alive. TMB catching Brolan running in through the flames. And this one should be a very comfortable round number 3 here. I don't really fancy Fnatic's chances in this particular one. They do have a couple of P250s and a Deagle in play. But again, I do wonder if Mad Lions are going to continue to have this particular setup come the buy rounds, because this is very aggressive, right? Usually when you go for the banana control, you want to peel back towards A, hold a little bit more of a passive angle, or vice versa. You hold aggressive towards brackets, you play a little bit more conservatively towards the B side. So right now, of course, a completed forgiven, because it is going to be the just the pistols to have to contend with, and TMB, you know, just racking up the kills. 4K for him. Probably wanted the eco ace, but JL will find Crims. 3-0. They do a great job keeping all 5 players alive, and considering all 5 players have the rifles, that's a fantastic anti-eco coming in from Mad Lions. For Fnatic now, the opt in the hands of Mr. Smooya. The rest of them, AK-47s and every bit of utility they would possibly need. Smooya though just has a flashbang. Obviously, buying the AWP means he is going to be not going to have much funds remaining for the utility. The rest of Fnatic, not a single kill yet, apart from Smooya. So let's see what they got in store for us here.
Could change very quickly though. There's tons of grenades being tossed up. TMB takes 2 nades to the head, but it's actually Saucel that comes out with 2 of his own. Elsewhere though, the rest of Mad Lions have been tamed. Crims and Mezzy with their AKs go to work. And Salsol can really only look over. He's the king of banana, but it really doesn't matter. That's the kind of response that we may be expecting, Blair, is just straight up aggression, get in the face of Mad Lions and force them to respect you again.
I'm not sure how Mezzy got the kill on the player at mid. There was a smoke in play. I guess just a random spam. Maybe you can take a look at it later on through the from the replay. But a missed shot on the Salsol, but I don't know where he is. Nice flashbang to try and extricate himself from the position, but Crims finds him. That's a huge round. Despite also getting the double kill, the fact that both the A defenders fell, and they were playing very forward positions, right? One was towards apartments, one was towards top mid. And the moment they get taken down, Fnatic's like, yeah, we know where the final player is. As we take a look at the replay, and there we go. That's a bit unreasonable. And I kind of like what Crimson, where the two CTs, the defenders on the A side were doing. They're just pushing down and trying to gather some information because they thought it was going to be a B hit, and they were potentially trying to catch a few lingering Fnatic players there. But great protocols from Fnatic, just holding the angles, not really, just panicking and rotating in. A fast hit coming in towards A though, and it's going to force Borup out of position. Mezzy able to find JL. Borup with the trade through the smoke, a second kill as well, and that's the bomb on the floor.
Could be more as well. Borup doesn't need to leave this position. He's not really being threatened, not pressured away. And in doing so, he's now going to try and wrap around the back. Now, Fnatic don't seem to have an idea this is possible. Now they'll know, though. Trajectory of that Molotov will alert them to the presence of Borup. As Zidane tries to invade back onto the B side. Alex, though, playing spoiler from middle, swats away the Ukrainian component of this Mad Lions retake. Borup still in the fight. Only one flash remains. Tossed in. Borup, though, comes through with the frag. And a massive one at that. Alex is encircled. And Borup seals the deal. They do have kits. TMB needs to get on that side. It's going to be close, but he should have this defusal in time. And Mad Lions steamroll ahead to a 4-1 lead.
That round from Borup is just ridiculous. He gets a trade right before the smoke blooms, and the second kill is just so unreasonable as well. Finds Mezzy, and then on the retake, it was a 3v3. It was a very winnable retake, but losable retake rather, because Fnatic were in pretty good post-man positions, but great work from Mad Lions here. Fantastic work. I like what Fnatic did, though, just the early burst out towards bracket, catching, getting the opening kill, but then Borup happened. And he had quite a quiet game with Ancient, so it's great to see him opening up here. Starting off on the right foot, everyone having a pretty good start to the game. Fnatic, however, have the buy. Galil and then op for Brolan and Smooya. The rest of them with AK-47s, quite a lot of utility as well. And Smooya is going to find TMB. That's the first pick taking place. TMB trying to peek with the flashbang, but unfortunately not able to find anyone. And now Fnatic, they slow things down. A lot of utility being expended towards the top of Banana, but Woro2k is going to push on ahead alongside his teammate. Looking to regain control. They have a third player as well. There's going to be JL coming in with a flashbang. And if Smooya's not careful, a flashbang could catch him out in no man's land. But it looks like he might just have gotten the hell out of dodge. But once they clear Banana, they are going to be aware it is going to be the A hit. The question is, can they rotate back towards A in time?
Yeah, that is the biggest issue right now, isn't it? Borup is Billy No Mates as he's stuck at the back of the pit. Be dodging a whole bunch of grenades. Now the smokes are starting to land. Mad Lions surely have an idea what's coming up, right? Borup, they need a hero. Are you up to the task? If he can get more than one kill, this would be huge from him, but that flash could not have been placed any better. And now they'll systematically shut down these angles. I wouldn't be surprised if Mad Lions just save. They're in that kind of position that they can't really afford to throw any of these guns away, so Fnatic will double up.
They have to go for the safe, yeah. And that was if Mad Lions had gone for the regress towards Banana and gathered information, they could have rotated back the players towards A, and this take from Fnatic wouldn't necessarily have been as easy. It wouldn't have been just a lone defender, right? So a bit unfortunate for Mad Lions. They were probably expecting some cue to be given by Fnatic, maybe a flashbang, which would then force them to go for the peek towards Banana. Instead, they played very safe, meaning just the one player on towards A, and a gamble hole towards B doesn't quite pan out. So Fnatic, they get their second, and it went convincingly, not a single player getting taken down. All 5 players very, very healthy indeed. For the CTs, however, there's enough money for a buy. TMB will be able to purchase a gun for himself, and so will Borup. He's going to be dropped to rifle, and they will have a pretty solid buy overall. But this is an important round. This is a very important round for Mad Lions because they need to put up a very solid CT defense here. Right now, they're still leading. But if they lose this one and Fnatic are able to steal away the majority of the guns they have here, that's going to be eco territory. It could be like a half buy or a forced buy. It still won't be a great buy. Now that could be Fnatic getting to round number 4 and tying things up. So a very, very crucial round here for the side of Mad Lions. Boro 2K. He's got his weapon of choice. Nice dink on the Broland there. And are we going to be seeing Bogdan's Law come into place?
With Smooya on the battlefield, doubtful.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, who's Bogdan? I don't know about that guy.
Exactly. He's gonna pull the old Judge Dredd. Smooya is the law at this point, so Hope's gonna stay alongside him.
Great reference.
A classic. Classic. A lot of Zoomers probably don't even know what we're talking about. But Roland at 6 HP is feeling worse for wear. Stray Bullet could very well silence him. And, the point that you were raising, the narrative is spot on. And I think that just makes it a little bit more terrifying because typically Roland is one of those players that can have so much impact when it comes to cracking open sights. You're looking at him, you're looking at Mezzy. So that could very well just stall things off. Flashbang through. TMB takes the brunt of that, though, so he doesn't go in for the peak afterwards. But time's getting a little bit scarce now, Blair. Fnatic need to pick up the pace.
35 seconds. There are only 2 defenders, however, on that A side. Fnatic can isolate them. Could be big, but it is Borup and JL, and they're kind of grouped up together. Smokes are going to be deployed. There is a player waiting at Arch. It's Woro 2K with the AWP. Not the best of weapons. You can hear all the footsteps. He walks out, but Broland, he spins around and finds him. And now there's a bomb site. It is looking very easy for the taking. Bomb will be planted. Crims with an A to find Borup, but they're still not aware of JL's position, but he will be spotted out. Does get the kill onto Alex, but Crims with yet another trade. It's another 2v4, and it should be the call for yet another save here.
Oh, Broland knew exactly what was coming up. The fact that he doesn't fall and actually picks up 2 frags in this round is of paramount importance on the side of Fnatic. And it's a pretty dire situation when the best case scenario is saving a measly FAMAS. And that's basically it. And he may not even be afforded that luxury. TMB may very well get collected. It's not looking likely, though, as Fnatic have pushed down middle instead. So it looks like they will bypass his positioning. And that is now 3 rounds on the side of Fnatic. And although what I've said, I said this in the first half of Ancient, that Fnatic's T sides have been very impressive to me. This is one of those maps, Blair. I don't think that the CT side is going to be weak at all. This is a map that if you go back, you remember Smooya playing on Big. He was an absolute animal when it came to AWPing on the CT sides. So I actually think it's only going to get worse once the roles do actually reverse around.
That's something which should be in the back of the minds of Mad Lions as well. Again, this is the semifinals. It's not double E-limit, single elimination. If you lose the game, if you lose this map, if you're Mad Lions, you're out. That's it. That's your journey in the final DreamHack Open. Done and dusted, and Fnatic will move on to the grand final. So definitely something they're going to be wary of. And now Fnatic are going to be heading towards the B side, where the solitary rifle lies in wait in the hands of TMB. The remaining members just grouped up together. The nade. Oh, that's gotta sting.
Oh, and it's the FAMAS as well, isn't it? It's the one weapon they had, the one Kevlar. Ugh. Now, unconfirmed damage, of course, on the side of Fnatic, but and there's going to certainly be a bit of a grimace on Mad Lions. Additionally, there is a stack in play on the Archers. 3 players strong.
It's USPs.
Yep. Leading tower of CTs. Now, maybe if they do go for some kind of a wraparound, they could be moving into this stack. So perhaps this the CT stack is going to come out good. Mezzy's going to be the first person to see this. He does check for it. The stilts are chopped down to size. And Mezzy puts on the lumberjack shirt and he goes to work. Roland is going to clean up the rest. And Fnatic ties up at 4 apiece.
Listen, I know it's again just the USPs and it's a stack and everything, but that was a pretty impressive recoil control. Usually, if it was me, I'm just probably getting 1 kill. Look at this. Just pull down 2 headshots as well collected. A very clean run coming out from Fnatic, not losing a single man. And even the FAMAS not able to get anything done. So the 2 young riflers, the Swede and the Brit, putting in the work. And I like how Fnatic are being very methodical, even in a round where they know it's probably a full eco, probably just a pistols, yet they take it very slow and methodical, clearing out all the angles, not taking any chances, and that is something which rewards them by a flawless run. Look at Brolan. Look at this from Brolan. He's got the right read. He spots both the players out, and now, despite him getting taken down, they have control of the pit. It's a 4 versus 5 advantage for Mad Lions. Make it a 4v3. JL still sticking around. How is he so brave?
I think it's because he's got teammates that are pushing through on the Archer side. It's so one-dimensional here. Fnatic, you can see what we're going for. The problem here for me, Blair, is although they exploded outside of the balcony, no one pushed short. So it's like you're all stuck in pit. You can't move away from the site. Some excellent counter utility was tossed in from the lines as well. And they were just stuck. They were just easy targets to pick off time after time. I think that's why JL stayed up on the balcony there for so long.
Yeah, he also saw, there was also the Molotov in pit, right? So he's like, okay, they're not going to peek anytime right now. So I have about 4 to 5 seconds of being alive here. And he just stuck around. And the players from mid, they were probably expecting them to reposition themselves back towards the side or something, and they didn't. Great work from Mad Lions, great utility usage as well. But Fnatic, they're going to strike back. Roland finds one, looking for the second kill, which he will indeed go for. The third won't be found, however. Borup with a great trade. Now a 3v3. Information gleaned by Fnatic that there's still yet another player towards the B side early on. Now, what did they do with this? They still have a bit of utility, 3 smokes, a couple of Molotovs, and 2 flashbangs, as they will be grouping on up. Mad Lions haven't rotated. They have JL in the very same position, except he's going to be into its shelter this time around, just below. You have Woro2k playing from the side with an A1. And all the way at the B bomb side, Borup. AK-47. He's got a Molotov, but the position he's holding over here, Vince, it's kind of almost a do or die spot. If he gets traded, that's the bomb site lost. It's going to be very, very hard for his teammates to retake it because it's so far away. Contact play coming in from Fnatic to boost as well. Mezzi, Smooya, slow swing. Mezzi's going to be peeking out. One found, looking for more, managed to somehow extricate himself from a very rough position. They're going to smoke off the Molotov and they're going to come pushing on in. They know exactly where he is. Rotation already on its way, but for how long can Borup hold on is the question. He's being harassed. A flashbang comes in, which allows him to escape from his position, but Crims finds JL and they're falling back to A. That's a great call from Fnatic, but only 20 seconds remaining.
And Moro's called this as well, though. He realizes this. He's already in transition. If he can get a pick on the cross, that incendiary could have just won them the round. They're going to have to bypass that, otherwise they're going to be singed alive. And down goes Moro. The Molotov extends, but not in time to kill Crims. In his last tick, it extends. If that is a second earlier, it kills Crims, it denies the bomb plant, and Mad Lions win. That is so unlucky from Moro.
Oh, boy. What a round, Vince. What a round. That's a reverse all-off. That's a reverse all-off. If you go back 6 years or something, back at one of the majors, I believe it was Cologne, if I'm not mistaken, and Olaf standing in the flames, getting the defuse, and here is the complete opposite. It's Crims standing in the flames, getting the plant in the very last second, and that is going to be the round for Fnatic. What a call, though. And that was Crims catching the player, JL rotating in from Banana, and he's like, all right, I found one. I know where the other 2 remaining players are. Just leg it. Just leg it towards A. But Smooya hitting the kill, getting the kill on the player on the bomb side. That too, it was a headshot angle, mind you, Vince, with an AWP. That is not an easy shot to hit.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, there's so much chaos going down. It's easy to overlook that. So it's important that you've raised that, Blair. It was a phenomenal shot. I just have to feel so sorry for Woro. He must be sat there like, how is he not dead? I threw the molly down. I knew what was coming up. How has he done it? Something about Swedes and being fire resistant, I guess.
I mean, yeah. I mean, when they do die, the Vikings, they go for the the fire funeral, whatever, like the Viking funeral. Everyone knows. Okay, that is unreasonable from TMB. Just a random spray through the smoke, and Brolan is going to be left a little annoyed with that. Smooya. Oh, he lands it! He actually gets the kill! And JL, oh, Warren's going to be so annoyed with that bit. He's like, I thought you were watching that angle!
Yeah, Warro's having a spew. He's definitely fuming a little bit of that one. But if they can win the round, all will be forgiven. still a big if, though. Yes, Fnatic are a player behind, but it's Crims, it's Mezzy, it's Alex that are all still stood, and they all have 100 HP. Plenty of utility, 2 Molotovs at their disposal, but Mad Lions, as a result of a bit of banana control, have thrown over a third player in, and Borup again. Man, the veteran on the team, maybe not the guy that you'd expect to frag out hard, but he has been so good this tournament. Every time we've been able to cast him, he's been posting up big performances. 10 frags already on the CT side.
And the kills he's getting are not easy ones at all. If you look at this particular deal he took, okay, Alex. Well, sorry, Borup, I might have just jinxed you there, but there's still a player on the site. There is still JL they have to contend with, and they are completely unaware of his position, but never mind. He's going to give away his spot with the spray through the smoke. Finds Mezzy, 20 seconds on the clock. Alex, he needs to do everything, but Soulsol arrives. The cavalry arriving in the nick of time, and Mad Lions define your 6th. But I just want to finish the thought which you brought up. Borup, the kills he's been getting has been not been easy, Vince. Like, he was walking out, crouching around the corner, and the shadow was a dead giveaway. And yet, he was able to outduel Crims, who has been on a bit of a streak thus far. So, great work from Borup. And despite Alex's heroics, it is going to be Mad Lions getting to round number 6. But, of course, it's going to be still very much comfortable for Fnatic. And this is a switch up. And this I like. Smooya, I'm not sure if he spotted the player out. And JL, he needs to find a kill. Is out in the open. Is getting surrounded, mobbed from all directions. And Waro2k, a whiffed shot. And Mezzy, he finds a second.
Oh, the player in tunnel playing possum, and he completely bit down on that. It must be so frustrating knowing you were so close to getting a couple kills, but instead a 4-on-3. TMB has to try and evacuate and evict the pit assailant, but in doing so he will be deemed forfeit, knocked out of the round. I'm surprised that Soulsol is still here, because his teammates started to back away there for Waro2k. It looked like they actually even wanted to save these weapons, and now with Soulsol going down, doesn't look good. 3v1. Yes, some of the players are low, but it's an AWP. It doesn't really matter. It feels to me that maybe Warro's going to set up for some exit frags, be a bit speculative, see if he can land a frag, and maybe if he gets one, he could be drawn back in. But surely when you look at their money here, Blair, you're saving this AWP. It's worth so much.
You're running far, far, far away. 19 HP, money absolutely wrecked. And Waro2k, he's got a kid in the smoke, but this surely he's not fancying his chances, right? Okay, there. Oh, he's been spotted. All right, never mind. He's gonna find the leg. I feel like for a tiny little second there, Vince, the moment he got that kill, it was like, maybe I can make a run for it. But he gets spotted, or rather he spots a player at mid, and a player at mid finds him at the end. Nothing will be saved. Round number 6 for Fnatic to tie things up, and look at the money for Mad Lions.
By the way, I saw Brolan throw a grenade from short to long, and it nearly killed Waro. I have no idea how he did it, but it was not far off the mark because of how low Waro's HP was. That would have been an outrageous nade if he landed it. The Mezzy bully, if Mezzy's 21 deaths on Ancient, 12 came from TMB. And keep in mind, by the way, that Mezzy wasn't getting wrecked. He was actually one of their best players over there, so that's really impressive from TMB. That being said, though, they still lost.
Oh boy, yeah. Stats are nice. I love numbers, but end of the day, you know, it's about taking those heads, winning those rounds. It doesn't matter how you win it. You try and get it done. I mean, the Mad Lions, I think one of the stats Elliot brought up was they were, I think, net positive 0 when it comes to the KD overall across the team, right? But here they are. It's in the semifinals, so numbers don't really paint the full picture most of the times. Early barrage of nades with sandbags, and Fnatic have got a lot of control here. Now, this could be the tell. Usually when Mad Lions have 3 players towards B early on, they always try and contest Banana. But the fact that they haven't really faced any resistance, Fnatic might be aware of this. It might be like, all right, they probably have 3 players towards A. That means the B defense could be comparatively weak. And considering it is the forced buy, I wouldn't be too surprised if they just went in for a B execute. They've been really favoring this A side time and time again, and why not? Their A takes have been phenomenal thus far from Fnatic, but this could be the right call coming in from Alex. The B bomb side, sure, there is Soulsol there with an M4A1, but it's only 2 players.
Yeah, they're both clumped on coffins as well, so this smoke is actually going to hurt them. They can boost over the smoke, though. It's all preordained. This is all planned, but they still check. They do their due diligence, and Soulsol is sent packing. TMB can pick up that M4 though. Maybe take down Brolan if he's fortunate. Brolan survives on 1 HP through the smoke. And will be able to secure the bomb plant. So this round will now fall into place. And well, Mad Lions don't want any further part in this. Because of the force buy, they need to hold on to these weapons. Need to hold on to the Kevlar.
Yeah, if they lose 4 players, if you lose your players, you're going to be dealing with just USP. So it makes total sense to hold on to the M4A1, have those pistols still in play, heading into round number 14, an ultimate round of this first half. But if you're Fnatic, Vince, you're in a very, very happy place. T side, your map pick, 7 and 6 up. You know the next round is still going to be just the pistols for the side of Mad Lions, and their anti-ecos, especially on Inferno, it seems so much more better than what we saw in Ancient, right? Obviously, you could see how uncomfortable they were on that particular map, despite getting the win at the end, mind you. But in Inferno, you can clearly see the protocols are so well done. They know exactly how to approach multiple scenarios, whatever Mad Lions throws their direction. So if they can survive the scare, they're going to be guaranteed to go into the lead into the next half with 8 rounds, and potentially 9, depending on how the final one plays out. Right now, though, they still have an A1 in play in the hands of TMB, and this time it's going to be the 3-man hold early towards B. Sawsall going to be towards sandbags. Mezzy waiting for the flash. It will pop, and he will... Well, he's not pushed in deep enough, though. I think he got stuck at the edge of the wall, and he will get the hell out of dodge. So, a little early exchange of utility, but no one really coming out the worst for where I say that, and Mezzy's down to 44.
Yeah, interesting. They just changed up the smoke slightly. They made it a bit shallower. So when the flash came through and Mezzy wanted to get up close with that Mac 10, he actually couldn't get through the other side of the smoke and didn't feel comfortable to push any further, because for all he knows is 2 or 3 players on the other side waiting to frag him down. So a nice little slight variable that Mad Lions have thrown in that's actually secured them a bit of control, and now they can stack these players over on A. Smooya, though, is rapid, spins around for 2 on a swivel, and in doing so, Mad Lions A defense begins to capitulate. However, there's still 3 more players here in close proximity. Flash is good, but Smooya continues to put down the pain. He's got himself a 4K already, and although he falls down, Mezzy, Crims, and Brolan stand tall against JL, and more than enough funds for the last round on Fnatic to replenish the fallen orb.
How does Smooya get 4 kills from his position? It's kind of nuts. Okay, first one, second shot's great, and then he saves his teammate, right? Just pivoting around and hitting all his shots, almost getting the ace there. But yeah, whatever economic damage Mad Lions dealt to Fnatic, it's nothing. They are so flush with cash. They can go with whatever buy they want, and the op, again, as you pointed out, Vince, will be replenished. And the buy for Mad Lions, no AWP for Waro2k this time around. He does have the A1s and a couple of FAMASs. Once more, we see the aggression coming in. Brolan should be taken down, though, and indeed he will. And Borb looking for more. Spamming, spraying through the smoke, and a little bit of a hop and a skip to try and make his escape. Down to 9 HP, 8 HP, beg your pardon. And finally, they will fall back from the B side. Job done. They got the kill. They've also got a bit of unconfirmed damage onto Alex, and now Fnatic on the back foot.
On the back foot, but they have to press forward. Last round of the half. Maybe more deadly while they limp towards the A side of the map. Smooya gonna hold fire on that smoke just for a few more seconds before tossing it in. Ordained towards the library side on the bracket. Wraparound now is available, but Burrup may be the last piece they have to clear, and they've done that. The cobwebs are dusted away, and they thought about going for this wraparound towards B, but they decided to change it up. Instead, they're going to be hitting A. JL holds his position. I'm anticipating a second player to come through because he knew that Waro2k had his back covered. Great teamwork in tandem, swatting away the oncoming T's. And now Waro can go from strength to strength, from frag to frag, as the second one falls his way. Smooya misses, and he will be put down with authority. Nice flick onto JL. Doesn't matter. Half-time will be 8-7. Rejoin us after this short break.
Every story has a beginning, And the DreamHack Open CSGO story starts here, at DreamHack Winter 2013. The tournament that set the foundation for our investment into the game so many of us love. We were given the immense honour of producing the first ever Valve-sponsored Counter-Strike Global Offensive event. In short, the first CSGO major. Back then, it was not yet called DreamHack Open. The name was quite short and to the point.
The DreamHack SteelSeries Counter-Strike Go Championship. Welcome to Sweden and welcome to Jönköping, the home of esports.
This final between Fnatic and NIP was of epic proportions.
So I'm going to tell you, Nip's going to crush this 2-0.
Bit weird looking back. I think we weren't really supposed to win that tournament. We probably wasn't supposed to pass the group stage. We saw ourselves as underdogs, maybe even saw ourselves as losing the game before entering it.
Bomb side, they get the bomb and they manage to defend.
It's taking a 1v1 there for Devilwalk, and Devilwalk takes out Fiflaren.
Fiflaren go back and save it, or is it just Fiflaren pushes out, they line up, he gets one, he gets two, fantastic, they win the round! And that's it, 16-14, Fnatic take the first map.
Yeah, it was insane feeling, and I think it also started to build the insane rivalry that we have against NIP till this day. That match is a very huge factor to that.
At halftime, the score was 13-2, and Fnatic took the second pistol round with a strong 3K play from JW, leaving them just 2 rounds from victory. Soon, they manifested their triumph and became the first ever CSGO major champions.
Time, and there it is, they win it, and look at
This is a legacy we carry and display with immense pride. A foundation that was set in 2013. A passion for the game that never dies.
The way that you move your body, you make it look like a hobby. Every time that you touch me, it's electricity. Things we discovered underneath last night's covers. Everything came so easy. It's electricity. Late at night, I feel you on my skin.
8-7 the score. Fnatic lead as they move across to their CT side. But this maybe is a bit flattering to Mad Lions overall, Blair, because we have to throw in the caveat. They did, of course, win the pistol, and they did take a quickfire 3-0 lead.
Yeah, if you take away the pistol, this would have been just a suffocating first half from Fnatic. Just great work overall. Everyone, the individuals fired up. We had Brolan, Smooya with the AWP as one attacking side looking fantastic. Mezzi as well. And now on the defending side, they should be feeling definitely at home considering they have that 1 round lead here. For Mad Lions, they've been pretty solid with the pistol rounds here. Couple of Molotovs, couple of smokes, makes me believe it is eventually going to be a hit coming in towards B. Brolan poking and prodding towards apartments. Just landing a shot into one of the toes of Sosol, but that's information gleaned. That's information gained by Fnatic, and they have 3 CTs lying in wait at the B bomb site.
Alex is starting to back away, but now the nades are coming over. He can hold fire. He's moving back to CT spawn. Now the smokes are down. He's got a flash ready, looking at his teammates' monitors to find out the perfect timing for this one. Perhaps jumping, leaping, but he's put down. Messi now needs to hold the line. He's need to get another kill. It'll be so huge for his teammates. Dodging, weaving back and forth on Nubox, but Waro will finally put him out of his misery. Sorsol holding from Banana. Roland CZ comes full circle.
The bomb.
It was the first bullet to fire off, but that is the bomb. Down in pool. And Brolan still very healthy alongside Crims. The 2 Swedes in the roster have every opportunity to take this second pistol and give a huge advantage to Fnatic. Mad Lions going to send out Waro to go and retrieve the bomb. He'll pick it up. They tickle that bomb, and Waro actually gets caught in transition, but holds his ground. Doesn't get punished, and Mad Lions take both pistols.
What a round from Waro 2K. 4 kills for him. with the pistols. Fantastic showing. And Fnatic, I felt like they let that slip a little bit. They had the bomb right in front of them. They allowed Woro to get to pick up the C4. They could have had someone just bait for it, like, you know, just shoulder peek out, bait out Woro 2K, and then peek together before he picks up the C4. But yeah, great shots from Woro 2K, and also ably supported by his teammate there. And there you have it, Mad Lions. They win both the pistol rounds, Vince and Inferno, the map pick of Fanatics. So they've at least done a couple of things right here. Now it's all about converting the anti-ecos, the anti-force buys, grinding back into this game. Because even though the scores are tied, mind you, CD-side Inferno, especially when you're going up against Fnatic, rather T-side Inferno, when you're going up against Fnatic, it's never going to be easy. The force buy coming in for the Swedish-UK mix. CZ, couple of digs, rather 3 digs, and the 5-7 in the hands of Smooya. And a heavy presence towards mid, towards short. Looks like it's going to be a waterfall coming out from the apartments, but JL finding Crims. And here they come wrapping around. It's simultaneous pincering onto the A bomb site, and it works out wonderfully for Mad Lions. Fnatic, they really couldn't put up any defense whatsoever. And Mezzy, well, is far, far away from where the rest of the action is. And in fact, the action is going to be coming his way. They might be going in for the hunt.
Oh yes, they want to take away as many guns as possible. Not allow any of those Deagles or Kevlar to move through into the next round. They have 4 MAC-10s. So many expendable players at this point. And, well, Mezzy's going to have the hold of a lifetime to pull this one off. He's already been dinked round the corner. Takes 1 head in Woro.
Not bad.
More than worth it, though, in terms of Mad Lions. And they've kept 3 MAC-10s. They can just keep these 3 MAC-10s and look to print some more cash. They know that was a full investment. That was a full purchase. So Fnatic are going to have barely anything coming through into this round.
They're so screwed when it comes to what they can purchase here. Just the 1 flashbang. So I'm assuming a little bit of all the members just grouping up, trying something a little bit wild, maybe trying to pop their way out from top mid, catch a player off guard, maybe take a couple of guns away. But 3 MAC-10s. There we go. Flashbang gonna pop, and it is gonna be a push down mid. No, they're just gonna win towards Palace, and Starsalt's gonna have a very comfortable time picking up all the members. I say that Alex at least finds 1, so that's a MAC-10 for Alex. He's gonna be reasonably happy with that.
Starsalt is completely fine with the fact that he's traded his life for 2 frags, though wants to upgrade to that AK anyway. And our Mad Lions post-plant. I would be somewhat surprised with no Kevlar between these 2 players if they didn't just go in. You don't want to be holding on to the MAC-10 come the next round. If Smooya could get a frag with this, though, it would be money directly into his AWP fund. Hence him having it even though he's on 2 HP. So he desperately requires a kill. He at TMB gets charged down, and, well, he sees Smooya's corpse just fly across with the new ragdoll effects. I do love them. 10-8 to score.
I feel like the greatest update Valve's made in the recent past have been the ragdoll updates. It's just hilarious watching the body just fly across the map. Well, Mad Lions, 2-round lead. The first to get to double digits, but they did get to double digits before Fnatic as well on Ancient, which was their map pick, and we all know how that one panned out. So let's see what they have in store for us here on their very first test against the Rifles. As we have another fun fact courtesy Elliot. Hail of bullets. Brolands 29 plus 0.9 damage difference per round. 8.3 more than a second place Mezzy. That's actually kind of nuts. Like a plus 3.0 damage difference per round is ridiculous.
And being so much higher as well than the second place is kind of insane, really. And it goes to show just how good he's been over the duration of this tournament.
As an entry as well, right? There's so many times he's the one leading the charge and getting a lot of these opening picks as well. And the fact that he's able to maintain such a ridiculously high number thus far in the tournament is, it just speaks of how good this guy is. A little bit of juggling going on towards B. A couple of incendiaries there for the defenders. The buy, of course, is going to be on. And Smooya with the AWP. He's been fantastic thus far on the T side with the AWP. And CD side should be, on paper, even easier.
Oh, I think this is actually one of his strongest maps and strongest sides for Smooya. I said before, when he used to play with Big, This is really where he would just go absolutely nuclear time in, time out. So I'm expecting big things from Smooya. A very versatile AWP. He can play super aggressive. He can play any part of the map as well. This is very much in his wheelhouse. Great smoke and molly toss down. Regains a bit of banana control. Keeps Mad Lions at bay. They're going to back away, but actually boost over to try and see if they can spot players over that smoke. But no one's forthcoming, and Fnatic actually just sending away a couple players. They think better of that decision, so Mezzi rejoins Brolan on the B site.
Mezzi being very brave. I was going to walk on across. Was expecting a flash through the smoke, but they're going to buy the time. The MAC-10's going to lead the charge. Brolan and Mezzi now. The defenders at the side of smoke's going to be dropped in, but it's going to be a second too late. Flashes are good. Brolan forced back down. Mezzi able to get the kill on the Bora, but his position is known, and his teammate comes in to help him out. Brolan with a 2K, but TMB and Saucel quickly strike back, and now a 3v2. Rotation has already taken place, though. Alex tossing the nade, but it's the wrong side. Saucel's going to go for the plan for first oranges, and he will indeed manage to do so. Tucking himself into the corner as well as another smoke will be deployed, and the retake is on for Fnatic.
Oh, this is so winnable for Mad Lions. Smooya, though, has put a big nail in the coffin of this round and goes in again. A drive-by with the AWP, but it's at great cost. Mad Lions will easily be able to buy for 2 or 3 more rounds. Fnatic losing 3 players is going to put them down onto a couple of dicey picks. So Mad Lions, they do concede, but they make that a costly one for the CTs.
I don't even know how Smooya lands these shots, right? It's like he's just running in. Look at this. Just great movement, pushes it, spots TMB. Great little flick shot there. But you're right. The money is not so great for Fnatic. You can see they are scraping the bottom of the barrel to get this buy in Mezzi, even on the MP9. And as you pointed out, for Mad Lions, going to at least buy for yet another round, or maybe 2 even. So they know Fnatic are not in a very comfortable situation economy-wise, and they are going to be pressuring them. For the time being, for Fnatic, it's a bit of a passive hold. They have doubled up towards apartments. They've done this a couple of times already where they haven't really found much success. Alex is going to be the one man towards mid, tossing in a little bit of utility, keeping the T's at bay at least temporarily. With the amount of pressure being exerted towards mid, a rotation, it seems like Brolan's in 2 minds. Does he go? Does he abandon Mezzi over at the B bomb site? Because Mezzi only has an MP9, Vince, and he can't really defend the bomb site with that, especially considering he's playing from the graveyard position. So they decide to hold on to the positions, maintain his 3-2 setup. But Mad Lions are doing a great job, slowly but surely gaining this map control.
Yeah, and Mezzi's rotated about 3 times. I'm surprised he's not dizzy from all the rotations he's been doing. But Smooya and Alex in position to strike. Bomb's been spilled. Has been retrieved. But surely the information's now been gathered. Those 2 players from B now making moves. And the smoke and the Molotov is connecting. They know exactly where this is coming in. Smooya continues to impress. Continues to twist the knife in the side of the Lions. And now that lead has been tied up.
Again, Smooya answering the call of duty. 2 kills. Oh, great 3rd shot as well. Great hold overall from Fnatic. And even though they weren't really contesting for map control, they didn't allow Mad Lions to just funnel their way onto the bomb sites, right? They were contesting towards Archway. Great hold over there. Just losing 1 player on that side. Mezzi's still not able to upgrade his weapons. He's going to be sticking with the MP9. But the first step taken by Fnatic to try and stabilize their economy, they're still in a bit of a picklish spot. You can see 4 members below the $1,500 mark, and Brolan's the only one with some cash to speak of. For Mad Lions, they are down to the final buy as well, at least for now. MAC-10, a Deeg for Saucel and Waro 2K, the rest of them with the AK-47s. And the utility, they still have something to work with. They have a lot of options available for them. But looking at the way they're posturing at the moment, I don't really expect them to go for this B take, right? Because they don't have any, they don't want to expend all the utility. They have no control towards Banana, and they're like, you know what, screw it. We're just going to commit to this A hit, and that could work out for them. Because right now it's only 2 defenders. It's Alex and Crims.
More are on the way, though. The reinforcements have been called. And it's whether they can get there in time to bail their comrades out of this very sketchy situation. Or perhaps Crims doesn't need help. A lot of damage done. Alex still posted to the back of the site. It's hiding behind this box. It's now going to get pushed upon. First frag goes his way, but there's JL with the AK-47. And both players are low. But is that confirmed damage? Does Smooya realize this? Surely if he did, he'd have that sidearm out. Instead, though, he keeps the open play. Gap in the smoke. Hasn't heard the bomb get tickled just yet, but it will be momentarily. A lot of this falls on JL's shoulders. And Smooya decides to back away and save. That is so brutal. If only he knew the health situation, he may have gone in for this one, but he's playing for the bigger picture. And they have to have confidence about themselves, Blair, because if we put it into context, Mad Lions are about to get their 11th round. 6 of those rounds have been directly as a result of the 2 pistols they've won. So when it comes to rifles, Fnatic have been head and shoulders above their counterparts.
Absolutely, but it's got to be so gutted for Smooya if he goes back and watches this VOD. I mean, depending on how the result is for this game, right? He's going to be like, I could have gone for it. But as you pointed out, most of the damage was definitely unconfirmed. So totally makes sense. If you had a rifle or an A1 or an AK, I could 100% guarantee he would have potentially gone for that. But the right call is made. And for Fnatic, it's a bit of a grim situation money-wise. They have a decision to make. One of the players can definitely buy up. I do believe it was Brolan, or was it Mezzi? I'm not too sure. But the rest of them, it's on a $3,000 mark. Brolan, there you go, $5,800. Definitely could buy up for himself. The rest of them, it's going to come down to FAMASs and Kevlar, not even helmets. The bomb was defused just once in there. Yeah, that game was wild, but it's like the retakes weren't quite panning out. It was either you're getting just completely shut down, or the CTs are getting forced to save. But that was a lifetime ago. Brolan's gone for the op buy. They're going to go with a double op setup when the money was looking so grim. That's interesting. It's going to be dropped to its Mezzi. And the rest of them, M4s, FAMASs, and... or FAMAS, I think the plural for FAMAS is FAMAS. But the utility, it's not that great. Sure, he got 4 smokes. He got a couple of incendiaries. 1 flash and 1 nade, however. And we all know how absolutely imperative it is to have utility on the CD side here. But with the aggressive peek by Smooya down mid, if he peeks down further, they're going to get a lot of information. And that could allow them to send 1 more player back towards the B bomb site. But Sauce's trying to do a good job keeping, at least letting it known that there is 1 guy towards mid. But Mezzi finds Borup, and that's the opening pick going the way of Fnatic.
That will be the point of call, though, to just press forward. You know there's an AWP on the site. Not great up close range. Already taking control over pools. So many smoked. The fumes rising from the B side. Brolan taking that grenade, but able to dart away to salvage most of his HP. And now Mezzi goes in again, and Alex from the CT side as the smoke is now dissipated. And with that, evaporating health bars on Mad Lions. Southsoul caught between a rock and a hard place, going to be pushed down. Doesn't get smashed in, though, and decides to break the shackles of Alex, but they still need to contend with the new box. They know that Brolan is still in that position. And Waro2k, for all he knows, he's about to get backstabbed. And that's why he wishes he had eyes in the back of his head. But Smooya will close his eyes for the final time in this round. We're tied back up again, and now the money for Mad Lions is in the bin.
I know Mezzi's going to be the MVP for this round, but can we just appreciate Brolan dancing around the smoke at the back of the site, just doing his absolute best to stay alive? And the bomb was dropped at his feet, mind you, and just played to perfection there by Fnatic. Mad Lions just... yeah, just crumbled there, just got completely shut down. And now they're down to just the Glocks. Money in a grim place. Fnatic have finally been able to break the economy for Mad Lions, and considering the weaponry they have against 5 Glocks, it should be a very comfortable round number 12, and they should be taking the lead. Mad Lions just gonna do the classic existence eco, just while away a little bit of time, talk things through, try and use it like a bit of a tactical timeout. There's still a chance. There's still a chance to see map number 3 coming up, Vince.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is by no means a done deal. Yes, it's not looking great on the side of Mad Lions. They're still in with a shout, make no mistake. more than capable of getting this done. Many people, let's be honest, myself included, to be frank and blunt about it, would have wrote them off multiple times against ENCE, and they proved us wrong there.
Yep.
So we know they can do it. We know they can bounce back. They're a resilient bunch of players. And Fnatic, they can't look past Mad Lions at this stage. Yes, the finish line is within grasping reach, but Mad Lions are going to make them work for each and every round. And here comes a buy.
This is it, and it's not a great buy. It is not a great buy. Couple of MAC-10s, the Galil for TMB. Looking for a little bit of shock and awe, I assume. Smooya up towards mid. And Mad Lions are aware. They are very cognizant of the fact that there is a double op setup still in play. Look at the aggression from Apartments. That's going to be a free kill for Crims. And now he knows mid's clear. And that should be the call for Mad Lions to strike onto the B's bomb site, where there is only one defender for the time being, and it's going to be Mezzy. And the timing of that smoke could not have been better. They have to make their way in here. They are getting trapped, Vince. Now they're paranoid that Crims is pushing in from behind, so they're going to be going on in, and Mezzy with a great shot on the Borup. They're taking so much damage crossing over the smoke. JL, he can't push on any further, despite Mezzy being down to 24 HP. It's a 5v3, bomb yet to be planted. Make that a 2v5, and it is going very wrong indeed for Mad Lions to get the bomb down, but can they defend?
That's very unlikely, isn't it? TMB's feeling worse for wear, and a miss from Mezzy. That's definitely a way back in. TMB's been sent into an early bath by Smooya next to that fountain. Now Woro2k can maybe pick off the first, but it's all about the players from Banana, and Brolan puts an end to these shenanigans. Enough time for the defuse as well with the kit. 13-11, and really getting that secondary up. You know, we questioned this when we saw the buy, because at that point Fnatic were in this awkward position. It has been a Midas touch though, Blair, because it allows Mezzy to play solo on B, stack the A site, which is where Fnatic was struggling earlier on, and we're seeing the rewards. They're just reaping them time after time. They're getting success now, and Mad Lions are running out of ideas.
The fact that Mezzy is just getting 2 kills every round with that AWP, just ridiculous. And now he's like, well, I'm done with the AWPing. Now I'm going to go back to the M4A1. Now Mad Lions are probably wondering, surely they keep both the AWPs in play, right? But no, Mezzy back with his weaponry of choice. TMB, I think it got tagged there, legged by Smooya. And that's the thing, that's the one advantage you have when you have an AWPer like Smooya. He's no longer the young, hyper-talented, but very young and you know, a much more hyper-aggressive player he was once upon a time. He's still a very aggressive player, but he's now tempered down. He's an older, wiser, more dangerous player. And here we go, dropping down towards the pit. He has backup in the form of Alex, and it's gonna be Crims instead. He shreds them, and Smooya hiding in the smoke. He knows he's getting hunted, and he's gonna try and make his escape, but he should be found, right? He will indeed finally fall. But it is still a 4 versus 2. Barely though, because Alex is on 4 HP, but there has been an AWP retrieved by the T's. But the problem is, the bomb is in no man's land.
Indeed. There's barbed wire and machine guns to push past. Trenches that have to be dug. And instead it could very well be graves for Mad Lions that they'll fall into come the end of round 25. TMB with the AWP. Fires off a shot, maybe trying to bait out a peek from Library in a wide swing. You have to roll the dice and go for these Hail Mary plays in these kind of scenarios. But at the same time, they know that they have to die. Because the second that timer runs dry, after time, they get killed at 14-11 and have no real money to speak of. That is a kick straight to the head. And they know it. So 13 seconds, they're going to pick up the pace into the arms of Crims, who sprays them both down, and the veteran secures a 4K on top of it.
All right, Mad Lions. Now, there's the time. It's do or die time. 14-11. What a play from Crims. This is just a solo play. And of course, I know it was just the pistols, Vince, but still impressive stuff coming out from the Ball Viking. But this show has been all about Smooya and Brolan, and of course Mezzy as well. The youngsters are delivering. Well, all Crimson Alex have to do is just be the rock here. Aggression coming out from the CDs. This is something we haven't seen yet from Fnatic. Crims finds TMB. And look at how much map control there is for Fnatic. Alex, he can easily get another kill here. Oh, unfortunate for him. The smoke's going to obscure his vision. But Crims will find Borup. They still don't know where Alex is. And it's gone from wrong to bad to terrible for the side of Mad Lions. Unless Soulsoul, can he find one? He will indeed. And that is going to be the man advantage being whittled down to just the one. But Alex's position, they still don't know where he is because he didn't have a chance to rattle off a single shot. He should find him. He will indeed, but no, Soulsoul spins around and gets the kill, but Brolan does trade, but the bomb is with Waro2k, and now he's in a very much winnable 1 versus 2.
Certainly winnable. Minute left on the clock, but he's not sure that they've over-rotated. He still has to check these corners, has to check all these angles. And in doing so, that's giving Mezzi a chance to close the gap. It's giving an opportunity for Brolan to move in. Woro's going to come head-to-head. All the timing for Mezzi is so brutal. And Woro doesn't have to rush this. 35 seconds left. Mezzi's going to lose his head. What? And Woro loses that fight?
Bruh. A moment of silence for Waro2k. Look, we've all been there, Vince, but yikes.
Especially as he has the AK up against the M4. The A1S has been buffed, of course, but one headshot required, and that would have been a 1v1. He probably would have got a post plant, but that's all in the past. And here and now, it's 15-11 Mad Lions and a couple of Mac 10s and the Galil on top of it. We said they weren't done just yet, but we are getting closer and closer to the abyss. Mad Lions, simply put, have no more lifelines. There is no more room for error. And Soulsoul's given his position away. He gets shut down from Crims.
Just a veterancy from Crims. Moving around, not being static, not getting wall banged through a very common angle. Oh, the flashbang is good, but TMB able to somehow come out on top of that, saving Waro2k, mind you. I like the re-aggression, though, from Fnatic, trying to catch Mad Lions off guard, because Mad Lions obviously would not have been expecting that re-aggression, considering Fnatic were a man up. But that means there is another rifle that's been picked up. So the Mac 10 upgraded to the A1, a 4v4, a lot of utility to work with, and only 2 players at his A bomb site. 45 seconds is slowly going to be creeping on up. Mezzi holding a very passive angle towards Arch. Alex giving away his position with the Incendiary. He's going to reposition towards the hay bales, trying to find someone. 35 seconds. Mad Lions need to do something here. Alex going to be walking up mid, but he's not going to see anyone, Vince. And that means he could be wondering what the hell is going on. They could possibly think it could be a rotate back towards B, but no, it is going to be the hit coming in towards A. This is complete chaos, but Alex is going to strike as Waro2k finds Mezzi. Smooya on the side. He misses one. He's getting hunted down, but he finds JL. Finally will be found out, but 13 seconds remaining. Waro2k to save the day, and Brolan left in a 1 versus 2. Bomb down. Mad Lions battling for survival.
Oh, the timing so nearly worked against Brolan. Grenade up and over. Connects, but only 13 damage done to TMB. And he gets knocked out of the round from the hands of the Danish Orpa. Not typically going to be their Orpa, of course. And he'll now throw that across to Waro2k. But Mad Lions dodge multiple bullets to secure their 12. Man, that was another scrappy one, though, Blair. That could have easily gone the way of Fnatic.
Oh boy, and it just got so crazy, right? Because Alex, that re-aggression from towards short, that was everything. He could have easily got a couple of kills, but they had rounded the corner a second before he walked through. So I was wondering, wait, is it B? Have they fallen back? It was just complete chaos. And amidst the chaos, Mad Lions, they somehow clambered their way to yet another round. That's a bit of a mistake from Brolan. He still somehow managed to get the dink, Vince. The guy is an animal. But Mad Lions still, they have managed to come out on top. Bogdan's law comes into effect, and it is going to be a 5v4. 2 defenders though, and Crims, he's playing a dangerous game. He's going to creep on out. A few speculative shots through the smoke, but Mad Lions decide that the A bomb site is where they want to go towards.
Picking up the pace as well. Minute left. As grenades will be traded out. Smoke onto middle. keeps the T's at bay just for a few more moments, but they decide to just push through regardless. Bit off on the communication. Burp gets flashed by a teammate. Closing off on the Arch side. Wraparound smokes available. Smooya connects the shot to Waro, but takes a ton of damage in return, and it's not the outright frag. But now Alex goes in. Smooya's still alive at the back of the side. That molly may burn him alive. He just about wiggles out of there. And it could have bought up enough time for Alex to really tee off, but instead it's Mezzy from Library, who's the guardian angel of Smooya. Smooya finally goes down to the hands of Waro, but the bomb has been spilled, and there's a Molotov that separates Waro from the bomb. 20 seconds, 3 HP to the name of the Ukrainian, who needs to go above and beyond. And he's up against the Mezzy, who's had so much blood coming from his hands. And Mezzy goes one step further. Fnatic continue their flawless sweep